is here to do GTA 2.
Hey, hello everyone. Let me throw 10 excuses before I begin doing the run. If this run goes terribly wrong, it's all the game's fault. I take no responsibility for this going horribly and me using cheats to finish this run. I'm also, well, one responsibility I'll take is sounding like I'm in a barrel. I'm not in any place where I can properly set up my normal microphone. So that's what you guys gonna have, and hopefully that's just gonna come through fine. Audible, so on and so forth. Yeah, and before we start the run, I'll just quickly talk about what we're doing. Capital City is not a normal GTA 2. This is a mod. I'll talk about it more a bit during the run, but it's made by German modders in like 2002, like ages ago. And this is like the biggest mod this game ever had. We're just gonna be doing all the main missions, and I'll talk about what else is there in this. Let me restart the game to avoid potentially game crashes, which is still likely to happen. And let me give you a countdown. Actually, I will not give you a countdown. I'll just say you start whenever it starts because it might just crash right now. All right, so let's see. Start. All right, so this is Capital City, and in the beginning, I can't really do much. I'm locked for 28 seconds. It's a very fun thing to speedrun because whenever you reset, you just sit here for half a minute like an idiot. Um, but the mod is originally fully in German, thanks to Hippocat for actually providing the English file for this when he played it casually. And it replaces first district of GTA 2, downtown. So we're just essentially having the same gangs that District 1 has, but with a twist. I also got absolutely awful. What the hell is this lag? I got absolutely awful car RNG. I'm just gonna proceed with this piece of junk, which is not a good car. And the way the missions are going to be done, they actually like follow a very good pattern here because GTA 2 is all based around respect system, as you might know. So the way the missions are done in speedrun, the respect just works, and you barely have to like grind it to start different gang, which is insanely good stuff. Actually, I probably should change this from era because this car is abysmal. So there's 4 missions for each gang, and then there's a final job. 2 green missions, 1 yellow, 1 red. Let me take that. Actually, I'm gonna be taking Wellard soon. Might as well. Might as well enjoy the scenery. And shortest way to describe the speedrun is you better remember this bridge we're driving through, because this bridge is essentially the main kind of the main road that the city has to connect multiple areas which are otherwise connected very well. Like if you drive around this map, the map is like very well designed, um, and the city is really big, really packed with content. If I'm doing well and I am like well underestimate, I might even show some stuff later on. But what's likely to happen is I'll mess up horribly somewhere, and we'll have to come up with excuses on why things aren't the way they are. But just so that you know, I've been running this thing for a bit over 20 hours. Not that I've been running GTA 2 for less than over 1,000 hours, but I've barely had any exits on this district because it crashes a lot. Does this mod still feature your radio station? Probably, maybe, I don't know. So here, this mission for loonies, they kind of want more people converted into loony. So they're like, hey, bring pastor. Oh, we found Jesus song on the radio. Let me do that. Well, that's too loud. Actually, whatever. I don't care. Jesus song. So this is where this mission gets dangerous. Because okay, the cop is not gonna bust me. Right, reducing the audio again. Radio Zaza. Is Radio Zaza? No, Radio Zaza isn't really a radio. Oh, this cop is real bad news. Okay. The problem with this mission is you gotta pick up like 4 Zaibatsu groups. And how normal GTA 2 missions handle things like that is you actually have like a lot of room for mistake, like you can kill 1 or 2 of them. But here, if just 1 dies, you're essentially screwed, and you gotta redo the mission. But there is a catch. I guess the modders who made this really like GTA 1 so much that they were like, hey, you know what would be fun in a game that actually fixed one of the bigger issues with GTA 1? Bring it back. You can't redo missions in this district. The phone will still ring, however, if you try to answer it, it will just tell you to fuck off, essentially, because you failed the job, which in some way, I guess, is logical, because yes, you did, but at the same time, if you want to 100% this or all missions this, you essentially gotta play without fail, which in this game is way easier said than done. So let me switch to Silence Machine Gun, because right now the Zaibatsu are gonna be doing a lot of walking over there, and hopefully they won't get stuck at the church. And at the time, I will just farm respect, because it's just convenient that there is so many... Okay, good. Wait, hold up. Ooh, very well. Alright, that's first mission out of the way. But yeah, there is... while you wait for Zaibatsu to come out of a church to shoot those that haven't converted, you essentially just have free time. So I use that to get my Looney respect to the fullest. So now I haven't wasted any time, and Looney's loved me. The problem is Yakuza hate me. If you know GTA 2, different gang level love or hate level gives them different weapons. And if Yakuza start to hate me with like the flashing disrespect, they will start having electro guns, which is very dangerous if you're on foot. If you're in a car, it's still very annoying, but not as annoying. With Loonies, it will be Molotovs and flamethrowers, and Zaibatsu will have... let me respray, actually. Marathon strats. Oh, fuck. And Zaibatsu will have machine guns and rocket launchers? Yeah. But the worst part about Zaibatsu here is as soon as they dislike you slightly, they have shotguns. Shotgun is a weird weapon in this game. You never really want to use it. However, it is kind of dangerous when it's like 6 different NPCs using it at the same time, because it will just insta-kill you, or your car for that matter. So they want to talk to that guy at the end of a mission. You can just run him over, and he's like, hey, well done, because this is like supposed to be like a boss or whatever, and he's like, yeah, well done, but he's dead, so whatever. So far, no real tricks or skips, but there will be some, which is fun. So this mission is first RNG, big RNG point. We need a TV van. There is a system which you can observe on GTA 2 on PlayStation 1 for sure, maybe on Dreamcast to less extent. I have not really tested that version, haven't really played it much. And PC version should have that as well, however, it kind of doesn't. When you start a mission that requires you a specific car, there is like a way to force it to appear, like just be on a street. And here it kind of does work, because I got the TV van very early. But when I was testing this mission, I was actually getting it all the time right near the phone. So I'm not sure why that isn't happening anymore, but most of the time it's still faster to drive to where I was when I picked up TV Van. TV Van is kind of broken in this. If you know your GTA 2 mechanics, it points to essentially a church in the map, to a save point. However, in this very district, it doesn't. It doesn't work like this. I think it points at 0.0 coordinate. which makes sense. AI having trouble with this road, so we might observe some fuckery over here. And nobody fallen into a river in capital city. Right, so we need to break this one guy free from the prison because reasons. I don't remember the lore of this missions. So this flag glitch actually doesn't save much, probably half a second. If you're aware of what it is, it's essentially you can get stuck in a flying and jump animation by repeatedly tapping Molotov or grenades for that matter. It would be good to just go here, but there is railing all over the place, so it just ends up being useless. So what I do with it is I just use it to skip the falling animation when you're falling straight down and instead fall on diagonal, which, not really a big deal, but cool nonetheless. So I'm going to switch to normal machine gun. I'm going to be firing it because this prison yard is full of same looking people. However, some of them really want to bully me, and the other ones will run away because they're just normal pedestrians dressed as the prisoners. Hey, that was very good RNG. 42 seconds when exiting the gate. But yeah, the timer isn't really to any kind of problem on our end here, because if it runs to the 0, we don't fail the mission. We just get wanted level 4, which is honestly not too bad. And most of the time, I'll just make it to the garage where the mission ends before it runs out. All right, another RNG. So with this, we are actually doing really well in this run, surprisingly. But we need a car, and we need to go to Red Looney phone, which is one of the longest missions in the game. Very annoying mission. Really don't like it for that. It's fun mission though. This whole district is quite difficult. So for those of you who haven't played GTA too much in your spare time as a kid or grown adult such as me, wink wink. I don't know why I'm winking actually. It might be just too much. It's like on the difficulty level, it is up there with industrial missions. Some missions are really, really, bullshit, and you will probably reset them a lot. It also likes to crash, as I already said, and I don't like having this wanted level. Can I fix that right now? I think I should fix my wanted level. I do have time before the second phone, right? Well, let's see. So here, this guy's wife has gone missing, and then some guy goes like, "Hey, pick up the phones, and I'll tell you where she is. Maybe, haha." And then he's just essentially screwing with us because he's trying to fly away into another city with her. We'll figure it out very, very soon. So the reason I don't want a cops here is cops are actually really good for this mission because cop car is the fastest car you can get in this district. But I figured out that most game crashes in this district are tied to a wanted level being a thing. And I'd rather on the marathon run just avoid it. Obviously, in like a decent run attempts, you would just YOLO it all the time. That's why in 20 hours of grinding, I had like one exit. There is more on that later, whenever we get to the final mission. But yeah, it's a bit annoying. All right, so I was saying that the city is kind of cool. It has trains, as for every GTA 2 map on PC. Oh, that's not good. And this is a bit of an annoying part because I gotta go to a train station which has like a very weird roof cover. Alright, cops, just get out. And we gotta kill like this guy's wife and the guy who she's cheating with. Oh, that was really good. So seeing through this roof is really hard when NPCs are running around. Also, if you're on a really bad global timer, like if you're playing too slow or too fast, you'll have trains there, which can screw you over up to the point that they can actually run you over. Didn't happen right now, fortunately. Now we're moving to the second part of this mission, which I don't remember the story for. This is bad. Back off. Quite busting me. I'm gonna respray. I don't want a extra wanted level. So essentially, for whatever reason, when we get to second part of this mission, it drops all the respect. So now my Yakuza don't hate me terribly, which is a good thing, because I will be driving to them, or at least I think I will be. Might be totally wrong and just making stuff up as I go. Um, but yeah, this is one of the longer missions, and it's also pretty difficult because here you gotta steal a tank and then start a mayhem. And because for the sake of a run, I need more Zaibatsu respect so that after I do their missions, I just naturally can progress through all of them. Because with one respect, I can now only start green missions, but I would eventually also want to start yellow and red, which just completing green missions isn't gonna cut it. It will get me to to the yellow, but this is like the easiest time ever to start killing loonies. Uh, I also cannot restart missions in this district, so it isn't really a big concern. Like in the normal GTA 2 runs, when you do like a marathon run, you'd be restarting the missions if you fail them. But here, I kinda can't do that. So if that happens, I'll have to, you know, after I finish the run normally, I'll just load and like redo the mission. Or if I fail it at the last like 5 seconds or something, I'll just be like, okay, I suck at the game. You get the idea. That mission was almost over. Blah blah blah. So excuses basically. But here, so essentially, I'm lowering my Looney respect to the very lowest, and also because of how many cars I gotta destroy, and the cops just starting at level 4, I will. Or did they start at level 4? Maybe they didn't. I'll essentially might get to wanted level 6 really, really quick. Normally in downtown, which is the first area of GTA 2, you cannot get to wanted level 6 because it's hard-coded not to. But here, this limitation is not applied. You can go all the way up to the wanted level 6, which can be tricky, and we'll actually see wanted level 6 in few moments in this run. Or right now, for example. So there is a problem with that. The flamethrower isn't the problem. The tanks might be the issue. So the tank roadblocks work very weirdly. They kinda don't care about whether you're a wanted person or not. Oh, that could have killed me. I want any car, really. I could drive a tank all the way there. I guess Bankman will do. I need a Z-type because this is the final part of this mission, which is terribly long, as I said, which requires us to go to airport. Actual airport in GTA 2, which even has planes. How that looks, well, you'll see in a moment once I'm able to not die by randomly getting run over like by this. Okay, and we're really close to the airport. Alright, so there are these buses in this district, which is a fancy mechanic. Essentially, if you get into them, you'll just die, because they're like rigged by Krishna, who aren't in this district, by the way. But if you destroy all of them, you get like a money bonus. So, right, so that's all the Looney jobs done. Now we're gonna go to Zaibatsu. Zaibatsu in this district, for once, don't suck ass, because their missions are actually rather simple and rather short. And the worst part of this district is Yakuza by long shot, and it's also the last purely because of respect management. And it does sound like a good idea to reroute this entire thing, and potentially it will avoid a game crash, which I'll have to mention eventually. And it's not even about jinxing, I'll literally have to reload the game for the crash to not happen. Alright, so this is a very simplistic mission, just get the car, get the NPCs, and then finish the mission. But we can actually do some skips here, which is kind of unprecedented because it uses some weird scripting, this mission. So we pick up this lady and then some guy at the police station. Apparently the Zaibatsu's leader, brother-in-law, for that matter, for the lore purposes. Also, sorry I'm not reading chat because I'm trying to like talk too much. Normally I'm not like explaining anything. So yeah, maybe if I would have been streaming for the past 2 weeks, but I kind of lost my grip on the entire thing. Also, fun fact, this cop face for the NPC talking is in the main game, it's just never used. So props to them for finding where to plug it. I guess they just properly just used it for that purpose alone. Alright, so now you will drive this car to like a crane in Zaibatsu area, and then you're supposed to like initiate family drama, and then they kill each other for reasons. But what we can do is we can help them. So turning around is slow here. We're just gonna backwards here. You're gonna park here. So the girl is still in the car. She will leave right here. And instead of the guy finishing the family drama, the mission actually doesn't care who kills the girl. It'll be me. Don't like that. Oh, this can go south. Okay. And now I'm just gonna run her over, and the family drama is over. Easy clap. Alright. This mission is extremely odd. At the end of this mission, you can, I would say, randomly get a spawn of loonies. I'm pretty sure it's not just randomly as an explanation. The game just throws the dice. I don't think that's what happens. But in reality, I don't know how to read this game's scripts, even though for this thing you can kind of read it more or less, and for this mod, moreover, you can. But also, I don't really care. Like, if it happens, there will be some loonies running around which I need to shoot. If it doesn't, good. Mission will just be over, because I will just ignore them anyway, and it's not like a serious speed run. Like I ended up trying to get a good run, but the current world record, quote unquote, because I'm not sure, maybe somebody did runs of it and just never uploaded it anywhere. Maybe Moloch is hoarding his 35-minute run or something of this thing. But it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, and even in that run I like waste 5 minutes in the end, but I still like save that run for the reason of being I just can't take this anymore, because this is a fun district to play until you like reset due to game crashes 20 hours in a row, and then it stops being fun. All right, so now we gotta get the bus because we need some people to to test the new drug. So there is a cop, which I don't like. Okay, he's got shot. We're gonna park here. Is it good? Okay, I gotta. All right, fun times. The track cab was an idiot, so now I gotta. If you're getting pushed while you're trying to get people in the bus, essentially the bus door closes and you can't do anymore. Don't put. Oh my lord! What are you doing? And now the car thief is going for that car. He's gonna push me again, is he? For some reason, the bus stops are programmed weirdly here, because NPCs tend to jump out of a bus, as you might have seen. Normally they don't do that, or I don't remember them doing that. But yeah. So this mission has very interesting game crashes. One of them is if you like, there is many bus stops in the city, like a lot actually. But if you take like the closest or one of the closest one to this first guy, and then you drive to him, it just crashes all the time. Why? I don't know. It just does. And also, if I were to get wanted level here, I will go respray because wanted level 2 crashes this pretty often as well. So point being, this run kind of sucks ass to do, because things just work weirdly. but it still like isn't a complete nightmare to play. Actually, like when I was playing it casually, I barely had any issues with the crashes because since you can't like redo the missions, you restart the game because game GTA 2 is just crashy. I tend to restart the game every single time I restart the area. So I was just restarting the game constantly. So I wasn't having crash issues because the game was like always in a fresh state. I was like, okay, it isn't crashing much, I think. And then I went to running this and I was like, had a wake up call with like, oh shit, this is actually terrible. But we're doing good so far. I mean, if things go south at this point, I'm not too upset because I got the Looney. There they are. The mission will just end though, I think, soon. I think it should end like now, yeah. And now this text is stuck for quite some time. I'm not sure why it will get removed, but it will eventually. Alright, so this mission is weird. There is a skip that I know I can do because I did it in my casual playthrough. However, I don't do it because traffic RNG can mess you up. So you gotta pick up two guys and give them some drugged ice cream. And when they spawn, they already can come for your car for you. So if at the first frames of their spawn you like honk the car, they'll start running towards you from wherever they are. But they can get run over by like a unlucky traffic, so I tend not to do that. Also, shoutouts to cherry popper music still being the same, and like ice cream music through all the GTA games. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's what I meant. Get in. Coconut, kiwi, lemon, almond, chocolate combination. My favorite. Alright, so at this point, the game locks your wanted level at 0. Because you need, like, this is a soft lock prevention or like a stupid game tail prevention that they did, which is good. But however, there is another mission very similar to this where they didn't do that. So right now I can't get a wanted level because I need to get busted by these guys. And I guess they didn't know how to program them or didn't want me to get like accidentally busted while I'm staying there. It's really odd because there will be like a very next mission will be exactly the same concept. All right. So now we do a thing which only exists in mods of this game because basic game has RC cars where you are not in the car. However, let me find Jesus song. However, only in mods did I see these tiny cars which speed up the audio of the radio, which is really funny to listen to. Let me find Jesus song again. Oh, I messed it up. I will listen to the next one. Yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna bump the radio, and you can enjoy it in its full glory. Ah, it's over. Right. I just find some. Yeah, this is the jam. Alright, back to original music audio level. Alright, they give you 4 cars as a mess up prevention. We don't need fourth one. Just blow it up here. Alright, so I kind of want this guy to follow me. He can mess up and then gates close and he can't follow you. He's a very good bait for the cops because you get a guaranteed wanted level 4 here. It is not like a big deal, but if I get like a roadblock up here, he can like give me a second that I really, really need. I also don't need to save this guy, but he this time around made it into a car. No, 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 no. Just no. Alright. Nothing to worry about. Alright, now, this Z-type is much welcome, because we only have one Zaibatsu mission left, which is action movie. Quite a simple mission, but has the mechanic that I already talked about, where you just stay on one spot for like 10 seconds, free to getting busted, and if it happens, you just hate your life. Getting a wanted level that early isn't bad, because it might wear off. Right, I did pick up flamethrower because it will be the easiest weapon for the upcoming guards. But as you can see, I'm driving across this bridge a lot because it's just such a nice rod. And if it didn't exist, this run would have been much more horrible because the city layout is convoluted, least to say, but very cool. Like, they really tried their best to utilize every single part of the city because the category is called all main missions is because there are, well, I might die. There are non-main missions which are just random phones on the street which give you mission. They aren't being tracked by like the stat screen, and they're also, you know, not really contributing to anything. So this is like more of a classic all mission category. I'll pick up the invisibility because I have wanted level. I don't want to get screwed over. But yeah, if you were to do like all missions, it would be like 18 missions. Instead of 12 or something. But yeah, they aren't pointed to, and they're just side content. And then there are buildings that you can interact with, like brothels, shawarma places, restaurants, etc. Like a lot of stuff. There's like even a second save point which we're going to be using in this run because it's just closer than the normal one to whenever we're going to be doing the saving. A lot of stuff. The only downside is you can't realistically do 100% of this normally, because one kill frenzy just happens to crash like all the time. I'm not sure if there is like a legit setup. There is like one side fall mission which crashes if you do it later in the game, but if you do it from like the very beginning of the run, it doesn't. But with that kill frenzy, I never found a way to like complete it properly. Alright, so this mission will go to wanted level 6, there is no doubt about it. It's very hard to avoid. There were times where it didn't. Let's be real, it probably won't happen. Didn't hit it. Didn't hit it. Alright, so did that shot from here just so that NPCs don't run in front of the tank shots. Alright, so trick shot coming right up. Oh, I messed it up. Oh no, I didn't! Oh, that was swag shot right there. Damn, smooth. Sounds going really well, by the way. Like, if I don't fail anything, this will be a world record, which will be really, really funny, given how much I spend messing things up when, you know, trying to get any sort of run with this game. Alright, so now I want to start shooting some Zaibatsu. I probably jinxed myself like 10 million times already. It's never good with GTA 2. It's always kind of... something has to go wrong. It's just on brand. Also didn't get one to level 6, which is insane. So now I need Yakuza respect. So let's just set some people on fire. Actually, let's not waste flamethrower. I'll need it later. I will probably go for cheeky respray here. Oh wow, you rarely get that in a run. It's 20 consecutive non-missed shots. That's pretty epic. Epic gamer moment right there. Alright, I'm definitely needing a respray. The problem is... oh, special agents that didn't despawn? So respect 3 for Yakuza is good. Fine, I'll do 2 green, 1 yellow. and things will be silky smooth. Car. Any car that doesn't suck ass. Actually, the car that sucks ass will do as well. If it appears. Hello? Resprayable cars? Oh my lord. Right, memes. I don't think there is a car there. There is like a karma bus, but it will kill me. Yeah, I can't get into that. It will just instantly kill me. Can I have a car? Hello. Mayara doesn't work because you can't respray it. Romero works. It just sucks. But after that, I gotta change to a slow car anyway, so it doesn't matter. I get a slow car now. Alright. Also kind of unique in a way that this district uses both... Oh, this is kind of bad now, though. We can work with that. Alright. So V-Type, V Mayara. It's a race mission. Where is my constant spawn? There it is. Truck cab. And it's a bit of a tricky race if you do it for the first time. I did fail this mission like 7 times on the casual playthrough. This was the first gang I did, so I didn't know the city layout. When you do know city layout, it's not too bad. There are like 2 checkpoints which are really, really tight, and you don't want to do that. But otherwise, it's not too bad. So Yakuza sucks because you have to drive like 2 or 3 of these trailer truck cabs, which are just slow. And also you gotta drive them from Zaibatsu area, who hate you. And as soon as they start hating you just slightly in this, as I already mentioned, they start having shotguns. And if you bump into something and they caught up, they just shred your car, and because this thing essentially has no speed, if you're caught in the crossfire, you're dead. If we summarize it shortly, obviously, it's not as bad, but, you know, with this game you should just say that things are gonna go badly, because they will. And it's not an over-exaggeration, and it's not an over-dramatic meme that every single person in the community, which is like approximately 5 people, used at one time in their lives. Anyway, finally arrived here. Oh, load it off. Do I do the YOLO? I do the YOLO. Like, the train could spawn here, because they do go on the routes there. If it happens, you will die. And it's not fun. Alright, let's do the race. The race is not too bad, as I already said. It's exactly the same road that you follow, same checkpoints. So the only thing is your driving skill in GTA 2 and your memory of checkpoints and map. Which, lucky for you guys watching and me playing, we have it all covered. I do know where to go, and I think my driving skills in this game are at least passable after playing it for however long it was. We're coming to a very scary checkpoint. Actually, no. Loonies don't hate me nearly as much as I was anticipating to. So it is not as bad. It is getting pretty tight, though, on time. That's the scariest part here. You want to take, like, a sharp turn here, but you really cannot, because you can just get a really, really bad traffic RNG. And this is the worst checkpoint. This one is very tight, and you gotta go, like, up here. And that road can be completely blocked off by all sorts of traffic. Alright. As far as things go, I think we're in the green here. Zoom Zoom really does start your day with a bang. Okay, let's not miss the obvious checkpoint then. And the last one is pretty simple. However, if you were to take like the road where the previous checkpoint was, you're essentially like you will probably lose the mission because that road has the traffic coming in your face, like the one that I followed. The very good part about this mission, well, not the good part, the thing that you want to do is you want to have your Mayara not burning in any capacity. The way the car speeds in GTA 2 work is you can reach max speed on a car if the car is below 50% damage. Also, I messed up my route, but I can fix that. So if it's like damage less than 50 or 50%, it can get to the top speed. There is a gear system in this game. If you don't switch gears manually, but they automatically go up or down depending on your speed and what the car can do. But as soon as the car starts burning, it eventually will lose the health. You will not be able to go past the third gear, which is the max gear in the car. Essentially meaning you're going slower. But I'm currently going slower because I drive like an idiot, which is also a thing that you should avoid. Pro tip at driving: don't suck. So this mission is very easy, and the car just caught fire, so it will probably blow up in like 7 minutes. Doesn't matter. Really don't care. And this road is faster. It's a bit annoying on the traffic though. There is a cool ship on the right, but we will not see it. So here we need to demonstrate the weapons. Again, interesting use of triggers for this mission. Like there's a lot of triggers that the base game just doesn't use, I think. And this is one of them. There are like some weird ones with the text in the middle of a mission. It's cool stuff. Like this district is really worth playing if you played enough GTA 2 and you just want something. But most of the mods for GTA 2 are kind of like a meme, just either a multiplayer maps, and multiplayer for this game is pretty dead. Even with the whatever is with the Game Hunter, even with Game Hunter, you kind of not doing much. Stealing that cop car would be ideal. I just really don't want to have a wanted level. Where are you turning? Not where I want to. Well, respect. Luckily, there is just a place for that. Because after I finish this mission, if I don't kill any Yakuza members, I think I'll be in the range for the red mission. However, chances are I will. That's just generally how things go. So I want to do some Zaibatsu killing. Here we lead the cops on some fake call, and then we steal weapons. Mission is a bit of a... It's an annoying mission, it's very long again. It's something that should probably be just 2 missions, but they were like, nah, it just kind of makes sense to be a one thing. And then it just kind of becomes really, really dragged out, because not only you have to drive around a lot, you also got to drive around in slow cars, which just exacerbates the problem. Hope that's the correct word of use of a word. So, we're gonna use this guy. This is one of the unique places. There's a lot of them, like shops in this city. This is again something that normal GTA 2 doesn't do. And this guy will drop your wanted level once for quite a lot of money, for like 5k or something. Well, practically a price of respray, except he's like just right there and you don't gotta go to respray in a car. You just walk in and talk to him. But he's a one-time use. I'll need to restart the district for him to do it again, which is unfortunate. But I needed to drop that wanted level because I didn't want cops around. And I just gotta make sure they aren't around soon. So yeah, Zaibatsu are very not happy with me. This mission is gonna be problematic. And it can go south really, really badly. So we need a track cab here, but getting it instantly is slow, so just gonna go up there. And pray to RNGesus that the car will just appear. Luckily, truck cabs are just somehow spawning very easily. It's one of those cars that you rarely spend a lot of time looking for, even in like residential runs or Honda runs, where you need most of these because of like missions that are hidden on this or missions that require you to do that kind of stuff. It's rarely a problem. So this arrow is a bait. They want you to bring it to the same place you just brought the box truck. However, it is a timed event. So after like half a minute, it just goes, "Oh, we've been the cops been tipped off that we are stealing the stuff. Let's just blame Zaibatsu for stealing stuff and just park it at their place," which makes sense, I guess. Also, I want to drink water. Apologies. I'll come to a complete halt to open a bottle. Ugh. Alright, now is scary moment. So the good part is they don't try to shoot any part of a car. They try to shoot the truck cab. They could easily start shooting the trailer, but they don't because that's how their AI works. However, I am at the mercy of traffic while also being in a slow car. All right, that seemed okay, but we still have one more turn here, which is rather scary because traffic can mess you up massively here. Alright. We made it through this part. The rest of this mission isn't too bad, but still failable, obviously. So will I use flamethrower? This is not ideal. This is not ideal at all, but now Yakuza do like me. I don't have much flamethrower. Alright, I'll go around the long way. I just can't afford getting busted now. Wanted level 2 here is quite a big meme. Probably could have seen the ship there on the side. Has the one token. There's only 5 tokens in this, unfortunately, not 50 as all the main GTA 2 districts have. Just 5 tokens, 10 kill frenzies, 12 main missions. But still, like, enough content. Like, decent few evenings. Alright, so this will be my getaway cop car. And this will be the car that I probably will respray just for the sake of not having cops on me for like 10 seconds. So that there is a casino where you can bet money. I'm not sure if you can randomly win money there. Again, another mechanic specific to this district. There is this scary cop, which I'm just hoping to run away from. Alright, good. Alright. If I don't mess anything up going forward, this might be a record. Even with this terrible performance that I'm going here. I also went the wrong rod, which isn't the end of the world, but kind of annoying because my car got on fire. Do I swap a car? Probably don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Should I swap? I will swap. Right. You aren't bound to a car, right? That's good. So some missions will bind you to a car that you're in for no apparent reason. GTA 1 is more egregious with that. GTA 2 kind of mostly doesn't care. Alright, so now we only have red mission and then final job. However, if you do mostly anything before going to this mission, it will crash the game, like 100% of the time. What I'll do here is I'll use this second save area. I'll save for money. because it's a bit closer, and also has a fast car respawn like right there for you, and reload to district. Probably could have restarted the game as well, but we'll roll with it. If the game crashes, so be it. This run already went as well as it can possibly have gone for a marathon run, because we're essentially out of the big danger zone. Like, even if I mess this up or next mission up, the worst I have to do is this mission, which is rather short. It's not exactly simple, kind of tight on time if you don't know what you're doing. And because Zaibatsu don't like me, this can turn into a shit show real quick because of rocket launchers. Cops are being extremely annoying here. You died. Oh, we will definitely get some memes here. Right. So we beat up the son of Yakuza leader because he's been an idiot. Pick up him and the girl he's been having sexual intercourse with and drive them back. And then we gotta come back in there and pretend to be them by picking up the girl and just starting essentially doing the same stuff in the parking lot. Which is kind of funny because at the end of this mission, both you and the girl that you're gonna be with gonna have like the naked skin skin color essentially, which is really funny. That like they do change the character skins quite a lot in this by giving you like extra uniforms. GTA 2 barely does it in like normal districts, but this gives you like a lot of different stuff. They give you Looney uniform, they give you cop uniform, they give you naked uniform essentially, and much more. I think GTA 2 mostly gives you just cop and SRS scientist. I think that's everything that it gives you. Here you can also get some weird color. I don't know how you get it, but I think for completing like every shop or something, you can get like a weird color. I don't know how to call it. All right, but I'm not gonna really be pretending well. I'm just gonna switch to. Oh, this is a really bad spawn. Oh, this is. That guy on the left really screwed me over. Please don't. All right, still out of the rocket launcher range. Right, so the thing here is that these guys. Oh, this is really bad. I need to get back into that car. I also need to kill those Zaibatsu. Are they dead? I don't think they are. I don't think the assassins are dead. Are they dead? I think they're dead. Run, 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 run. Just don't blow up. Just hold on, baby. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Okay. All Yakuza jobs done. Nice. Alright. Now I'll get a final job, which is flight to Liberty City. It's a bit annoying seeing Zaibatsu will start throwing rockets at me. So this is a problem, which I probably should have addressed before going here. Actually, you know what? I will address it right now by going to Looney area right now. Fuck. Right. Oh, this is really bad. This respawns you in Zaibatsu area. Don't. Alright, this is fine. This is okay. This is fine. This spawns us near the bridge, right? Yeah, that's okay. We're good, we're good. Just gotta shoot a few loonies. Because all I really want to is not have Zaibatsu throw rockets at me. That's all I care for. Machine guns is fine. Rockets, no go. It could have been much worse. I could have started the mission. which I didn't do. All right. Not sure how close I am to like a record, but I think I'm still in there because there's a 5-minute time loss in the record. All right, start the mission. Like to Liberty City, you essentially win the tickets, and there is a very deep lore where you kind of become close with that Yakuza girl. So you just pick up her and go like, "Hey, babe, want to go to Liberty City?" And she goes, "Yeah, hon, sure, let's go." So happy ending for Capital City Claude. I will fix my car real quick though. Getting actual waifu. What a waifu. Bum bum bum. Right, there she is. Looks just like every other Yakuza, but she's special. She also really hates Zaibatsu. So I need to make sure she doesn't start randomly attacking anyone, because she has no weapons, but she will run fists up into like the biggest fight that she can win and die. But there is no glory in such a death, nor there is waifu for me in that regard. So what I'm gonna do is go here and go away so that these guys just get that I exist, which I hope they did. Right, right. So now just jump, and hope she gets in, and just you try to get out of here any way possible, ASAP. All right. Think there's very few things that can happen now which are bad, so get ready on time. And that's the plane. Look how gorgeous it is. Any moment now, and time. Yo, what the hell? This run went really well. Um, what's the time? Oh, it's not a record. 55:35. Well, it's still decent. I've been screwing up a lot. The record is 54 something. The good run for this will be sub 50 minutes. But you know what? I take it because this was like I was really stressed out because I haven't had much practice going into this because I'm currently like flying around the, the world. Well, not really, mostly like driving around Kazakhstan. That's what I'm doing. Um, and I just didn't have time to practice. I'll practice like for 2 days, and it just it didn't crash, which is the biggest win that can be have here. Uh, for those of you who want to see more of this, you can check some videos on my YouTube, or you can just join my channel for more GTA 2, which I'll be doing some time after Elden Ring DLC, probably. Or speedruns though. But yeah, for GTA 2, I do like a lot of content, try to make some weird challenges and stuff. So check that out on my YouTube if you haven't, like pacifist challenges or not attacking challenges, tank only, all that kind of stuff. If you want more GTA 2 content, that you know where to find it. I will be doing more mods in future. I will likely not be doing runs of this unless I get it into some other marathon like ESA Winter, for example. And that's really pretty much it for me. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you had a good time. I'm glad that run happened and didn't go to shit. It essentially went quite well for a marathon run, about as well as it could have. And enjoy the rest of a marathon.
Thank you to Zero. Next up is the last event of the night, the VCS race. Stay tuned for that. See you in a bit.
Now the party's over, I'm so tired. Then I see